You don't understand that there were or there are some people that may mistake what you're saying as that you were not 100% in favor of the protest. I mean, and I'm not meaning that, but that's how some people perceive it.
Well, let's ask that question. Am I 100% in line with the protest? I'm a man who grew up in the 1960s watching pictures and on the evening news of dogs and hoses. I've had family members who have been in civil rights. When I came out of college, my focus was to be a civil rights attorney, and I said I could do greater good. I've turned around police departments to make them more professional to deal within the community.
Turn it up.
And I'm not putting my money where I'm not talking. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I've done it for 30 some odd years. I just didn't start today. I've been doing it for a long time. I've not only put medals around the shoulders and the necks of police officers, I've also handcuffed police officers and sent them to prison. I'm not talking a game. Do I believe it? I live it. And I've been living it for 30 some odd years, and I believe in it passionately.
Well, once again, time to go to the chat. I just think that the statement was not a good one as perceived by me and maybe others. But let's go to the chat lines and go with Richard Burton.
Hey, Coach and Senator and Commissioner Bass. I just want to say I'm sorry to hear about the officer that was shot.
Thank you, sir.
But more so, Commissioner, my name is Richard Burton. I've worked with the police department for over 20 years.
Yes, sir.
And I'm also the only black-owned mobile billboard company in the country. I just wanted to call and say to you, I know you cannot be everywhere, but there are a lot of people like myself that want to work with the police department, but we got to be better at the way we treat people.
Yes.
I submitted a proposal 6 months ago. The police department loved it. They told me they didn't have the money. I went and found the money, only to be told that my ideas will be put out for bid.
What was your idea, sir? I'm sorry.
I had a movement that will bring people forth to get information about murders. It was my mobile billboard.
Yes.
And the caption said, it ain't snitching when our young ones are being killed. Beautiful. The police department loved it. Met with 2 of the staff people. I went and looked into the money.
Yes.
And then only to be told that my idea has to be put out for bid.
Yes, sir.
And I've worked with the police department for 20 years, have been very successful. I'm just saying the police department has this thing of thinking that they're self-contained and can do everything. Nobody can do everything.
No.
Your officer don't mean you're a good promoter and a good marketing person.
No, I applaud. I'm sorry to cut you off. I applaud your effort. It was brought to my attention by my chief of staff. I believe you were working with her and she was meeting with you.
Lady, yes.
Yeah, no, very excited about the marketing idea, and we've been trying to push different marketing ideas, so I applaud your idea. I think it's great. Our city has very strict procurement regulations. I don't always agree with all of them, and it kind of drives me nuts, and it kind of slows down the progress of what I'm trying to do, but I guess these rules are here for past things that have taken place or scandals that have taken place, so it's extremely strict. I apologize for that. I don't. I say don't get thrown off by that. Where there's a will, there's a way. Don't back away from it. I like to be in touch. Done, but don't get disheartened. We can't back off on that. So I thank you for your effort.
Thank you very much, sir.
Richard Burton, Mr. Commissioner, is the person who wrote the theme music for us.
Get out of here. Nice.
I'm trying to give us an update, but thank you, Richard, for calling in. Appreciate you, man. Thank you much. He's and no cost. I like that part.
Yes.
Let's go to the chat room and go to Robert. Robert.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Mail carriers get bit by dogs, firemen get burnt up in fires, and police officers get shot because they have to pursue and apprehend criminals who are carrying guns. So it is an occupational hazard. And the reason why you can't get a march for police officers, commissioner, is because you have far too many criminals on the police force and cowards who witnesses their crimes and say nothing. Now, on the day that I see a police officer who is unarmed pulled to the ground by 5 criminals and strangled to death in the most hideous way while he begs for the breath of life, I'll march for that officer. And that's why you see those marches. And I took your statement as a slur against those marches. They saw in live and living color just how dirty and rotten police can be, and they be that way every day in this country. And you know it, I know it, and the American people know it. Finally, because of the information age, they got a chance to see it, and it sickened them, and that's why they're in the street, Commissioner.
And I applaud those marches because I'm out there with the marchers, and when the marchers are there, I'm shaking their hands, and actually I go through those crowds and I thank them for being there. I thank them for hearing their voices. I thank them for marching. And so my statement is nowhere close to being a slur against the marches. My statement is clear. All life is valuable. All human life is valuable. Martin Luther King, when I've done his readings and when I was a kid and listened to him, was saying exactly that. All life is valuable. So it's not a slur on anything along those lines. And here's another piece. You know, there's times that we need to have some very strict conversations. And we need to talk about a lot of different things within our community. And I'm not going to speak worldwide, I'm saying locally. There's issues that we don't talk about in Baltimore. This is much greater than just dealing with policing. You know, our federal
By the
Congress
way, I'd
people
like
have
to
the lowest ratings right
give
now.
kudos to my
I take a great deal of pride in that. I had an opportunity to meet with a couple of
recording
these
this
taking
event
some
right here.
dramatic hits in low
Thank
numbers.
you, and
I think
we'd like
people
to
are not
be
happy with government as a whole right now.
unknown at this
Police
time.
departments are many times
Thank
on
you
the
for
on the edge in many of our communities as
holding the
government. So
camera
I think
out there.
it's an issue